Guess what this means?
So one of the RV dealerships, just, I don't know, 10 miles away from where we live. I'm really bad, I default to 10 miles, but anyway, they're not too far from where we are. They're doing some big sale right now. So Shannon and I this past weekend went to an RV show. You look at all the new ones, you walk through, and we've been to quite a few of them. They're a lot of fun. But we thought today we'd come out and kind of scour the used versus new versus, you know, what you give up. They're not so Kyle sized. And what we're really looking for as far as layout, you know, we do need kind of some office space. King size bed would be awesome, but again, kind of hard to get that in most of this line. Kind of a relaxation. We like to watch some TV, HGTV shows. Ben and Aaron, I want to meet you. But I'd like to be able to set up a TV somewhere. Let me show you the problem we run into most for Kyle in campers. Starting with, yes, this may be a little
The toilet.
This is Kyle using a toilet.
Knees hitting the wall just about.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that if I needed to lean for any reason, you know, I may be taking the toilet down with me. Yeah, I don't know. So we're just sharing challenges. Let me show you challenge number 2. We run into very most. So I at least get to shower in a skylight, but that's literally my only option. So I would, you know, kind of try to be. Shannon, you probably have to help me. Probably.
You mean help you shower every day?
Yeah, I can.
But you know what? That one has multiple shower heads on it, so that could help. Check this out.
I don't know.
I don't know about this.
I think we marked this one off the list. But those are the challenges we run into. The toilet test. That shower looks nice and huge. And to have 2 entrance points. Where are we? I got you good. This is a toy
It
hauler.
is nice that the ceilings are higher in this one.
Why they couldn't make the door jamb just a little bit taller, I don't understand. There's absolutely no reason for that. None at all. I don't get that.
I mean, if you don't mind your feet hanging off the end.
I get too far up in here.
You're gonna hit your head when you sit up.
Be a little claustrophobic. Come on in with it. All right.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not much
Not
of a queen
ideal.
size bed size person, but you know, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices to do the things you want in life. And this would only be temporary enough to get into our dream. Another skylight shower here. I don't know what the angle looks like.
Here's the shower test.
Got a little more elbow room than the others. The skylight's a little bigger, so I think I could live up in the skylight. Shannon, where'd you go?
There's a closet in here.
There's a closet in here. So we have scoured the lot for probably a couple of hours now. Now we decided
We think this is the one.
this is the one. Again, are we looking for a direct replacement for our house? No. Can you do that with a camper?
No.
I mean, maybe to some extent if you've got millions of dollars to spend on one of those special coaches, but
We don't.
we don't. And considering all the options, like I said, this is not our first rodeo. This is years worth of shopping, standing in showers, seeing how many skylights my head fits into for the shower.
Comparing models.
Hey, do you have that list that we made for RV?
Our
requirements?
RV requirements? I do.
So before we started this, Shannon and I had even kind of talked about like, hey, this is what we absolutely require. We do like the entertainment space up here. I require this entertainment space, not just for watching stuff, but Christmas movies are very important to me, and a Christmas tree is very important. This would give us enough room to buy, yes, you're hearing it here, a fake, or maybe even a real little, no, we buy a fake for inside the camper. We buy a real one for outside the camper.
Okay.
I'll
I'll let you have that. That's a deal.
Water and stuff, but you know, there's a little bit of counter space. But this is the one that we talked about having the kitchen table for that extra counter space, and for potential kind of office space for us to be able to do our editing and whatnot. Got the storage over here. This does have a larger fridge.
Super necessary.
Super necessary for us. I like big old 1 gallons of milk and all the other good stuff. This feels crazy. This feels crazy, but it's necessary. And our goal is very apparent. You guys know what we're doing. We're trying to do it one day at a time, but some of these moves you just got to make. All right, so this is the list we compiled at the RV show and previous RV shows, going through what we were wanting. What do we got?
Yes, and I wanted to catch our salesperson real quick because one of the things we have on here is one-piece shower. And I know for a fact this one isn't a one-piece shower.
Yeah.
But I want to check with him to make sure it has at least the lip to keep any water from getting back behind it. We did ask about the shower walls and if they were water resistant because the shower enclosure doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling. And he said it was. So at least we don't have to worry about mold. You know, when Kyle is showering, water flies everywhere.
I splash water everywhere. My limbs are going here and there.
In our bathroom now, he splashes water everywhere.
We got a full-size tiled shower that, I've killed some grout. Okay, so shower check. We did talk to somebody at the last RV show, though, as well, that kind of talked about the flexibility of a two-piece shower. I understand that a one-piece shower, ideally, come on, I know that's better. However, at this price point, at this level, kind of entry level, maybe mid-level.
This is probably mid-level.
For a full size, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one-piece shower is the first thing. Storage and closet space. You guys, this has a whole closet.
Well,
I was able to stand in it.
A whole Shannon-sized closet.
Yes. I mean, we're not going to be able to put a whole lot of clothes in it, but there's still closet space. That was on our list.
And I don't mind re-wearing clothes and all that stuff.
We just need to come up with a good system, is basically what it comes down to.
Come up with a good system. Change your underwear often. Don't be gross.
Every day.
Every day. Sometimes multiple times a day, right? That's
okay, let's move on.
Let's move on. Next on the list.
Tall ceilings for Kyle.
Got it. I didn't have to duck. The only place I am ducking is to get into the bathroom and to get into the bedroom. More so to get in the bathroom. Not as bad in the bedroom. Yeah, the door jam. I can walk around in here. I don't have to duck. I just have to duck underneath some of the trim pieces and stuff. But again, 100% common. Okay.
Bumper pull.
Bumper pull. Definitely a bumper pull.
So we have on here full-size refrigerator. This is not a full-size fridge, but it is bigger than a standard fridge. So, which means basically there's like more shelving space. It doesn't have the cooling piece actually right there on that top shelf.
Like the radiator blades or whatever. Like it doesn't have those in there taking up space.
So it is a bigger fridge. We can manage that. Reclining couches.
Oh yeah.
We got reclining chairs. Okay, so here's the kicker. King-size bed. It doesn't have a king-size bed, but we think that we can make do with the bed that is actually in.
When we first got married, we had a queen-size bed, and I'm not good at it. I haven't had a queen-size bed to myself since, I don't even know how long. I've always had a king. I did sleep in a twin in college, but they did bring me... Fit? Well, they brought me the basketball players ones. They were like, hey, we do have longer ones, because my head was on the metal headrest, and then my heels were up on the metal footboard or headboard, whatever it's called. So I've slept in a twin, but somebody over here, she runs a little hot when she sleeps, and I sometimes need a little bit of that radiation to stay over. We'll figure it out. For what
we can make it work.
For what we gain from this would get us away from the city life. We'll sell our house. There is an RV camp that we're going to go try to hit up here in a little bit, so we'll show you that if we can get the cameras out there without freaking people out. But we're going to go look at that because it's a place with well, septic, Wi-Fi, power, all the hookups, and they have monthly rates. And so that would be better for us financially than renting, signing a 12-month lease on a place that's
on a house to live
way
in.
More expensive, and the options we've seen so far haven't even really been fit.
Right.
So this is kind of what we've dreamt of for a long time. We just never had the feasibility of making it real. Fortunately, they're running a huge sale right now. I see the potential here. There's enough space to do what we need to do. It's not a direct replacement of our house, but that's because it's not a house.
This would be a temporary solution for us just so that we can get out to the land quicker.
Yeah, but there's speakers on the outside with a powered awning. So we could absolutely have our outside space whenever the temperatures warm up a little bit, and we can grill and build a little campfire. And oh man,
guess what this means?
Well, I know we're literally just jumping through time, and I'm sorry it's windy out here right now, but long story short, we did it. We totally did it. Look where we are. That's truck, that's four-wheeler, that's Shannon's car. And that's home. That's new home. Right there. That's new home. And there's my guard dog. Wondering what in the world I'm doing. We have a storm blowing in, so it's super windy right now. Guys, this has been a ride. We met a lot of you at the expo, which, by the way, if you were there and you came and talked to us, it was so great to meet you, and we appreciate that. But some of you even have done this or are doing this currently, living in a camper. It's a huge change, huge change. We've only been here 4 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, and we're just trying to figure out how to go from, you know, a full house, you know, with like a slab and foundation and big ADA toilets that Kyle, 6'4", fits on, to this showering where you turn off the water, you know, every so many seconds, and you wash your hair and you turn the water back on just to rinse it out. And boy, it has been an experience, and we're learning. It is not easy. It's not even easy on our princess. See if you can see the princess here in the background. There she is. She's freaking out because she knows the storm's coming, and she doesn't like storms. She doesn't like wind. Let me take you inside. It's a mess. I apologize, but that's how it goes. I mean, we literally just moved in. I'm coming in. I know. Hi, puppy. Can I come in?
Come in, Noah. Yeah, you gotta let him in.
Good girl. Thank you. So welcome to our humble abode. This is it. The one that we were sitting in just a couple of seconds ago in that clip you just saw, that is the one that we ended up buying. We really liked the slide outs here. It gave us a bigger front room space, a little better entertaining space, a little more, I don't know, what do you call it, all in one.
It's like a studio apartment.
Yeah.
Is really what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, except we don't have our bed in our kitchen. Studio apartments have their bed in the kitchen.
Do they really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
think
that.
so.
All right. Yeah, so studio apartment. Yeah, I again, if we're preaching to the choir, those of you who are doing this or have done this, like, kudos. I don't know how you do it. Shannon and I are still learning. We spend a lot of time together. We try to intentionally spend time apart to keep our relationship healthy. I think Shannon would agree with that.
I do agree that it's good to have our time apart.
Yeah. But this, I mean, there's so many words that I can't say, so many words that I could say, so many words that I'm not gonna say, but this is the next step. We're taking things one day at a time, like we always have. And boy, this one was huge. I don't know what to say. I really don't. We are making spaghetti and meatballs tonight, like it's a normal home, normal house. That's great. That's my shadow. She's freaking out. We didn't get the king size bed, obviously. We kind of talked about that at this price point. That wasn't really an option. But that's our bed. That's our stuff. And all the good stuff that goes along with it. I'll be honest, guys, we listed our house on what, babe? Friday? Friday. We met with our realtors Monday at 8:30 in the morning. There were 10 offers on the table already. While we're sitting in that same meeting going through the offers, 3 more came in. This market has been insane. Basically, we settled on a couple of offers Monday. Even the realtors were overwhelmed. Shannon and I were definitely overwhelmed, but we accepted an offer and we are now technically under contract. So this is where we live now. So one thing that we didn't tell you is that we did end up getting another opinion on the well, and it was a very, very reputable source. Long story short, we're not going to be able to use that old well. It's too old. Things are not right. I couldn't explain it to you in detail. Shannon probably couldn't either, but that's not the point. The point is, we can't use that well. So we are going to have to drill a whole new well, which means a potential 6 to 8 month waiting line to get it drilled. Fortunately, because the house is under contract, Shannon went ahead and called that well company and said, hey, put us on the list. Let's get on the timeline. So right now, we're at a campground here, not too far from the land, not too far from where we live, so that we still have access and everything, but we can't even camp out there on the land yet because we can't get water. So our goal is to get the water, get septic set up, and then we can take the camper out there, get the shop built, get the living quarters built, so on and so forth. But until then, these are our living quarters. This is it. Guys, I have now dumped black tanks, gray tanks, galley tanks, done the whole. I mean, we bought the. We're learning. We're learning. It's so we'll show you so much more of this, but we just wanted to let you know that this is where we're at, and yeah, so many words. I have nothing. I really have nothing to say. So technically, babe, how hard would you say this transition has been as a whole?
It's a lot harder than I expected it to be. A lot harder.
Yeah.
For one, finding places to put all of our stuff, because you think you are bringing your necessities and then you get here and you realize you don't really have any place for these necessities. But going from decent sized house to 300 square feet or whatever, it's just a lot harder than you expect. So for all of you out there that are thinking about doing this, just prepare yourself. Prepare for it to be hard.
Yeah. Nala, what do you think? Is this hard? Look at this massive bed. This princess is taking up how many square feet of it? Like what?
Oh my gosh, it's like probably a 4x4 bed.
This is the most spoiled princess you guys will ever meet, and she also is having to get acclimated, and she is not doing extremely well at it yet. She
has the most comfortable bed in this place.
She does have the most comfortable bed. She got memory foam. We got one that like makes noise and things when you turn around. It's all funny and weird, but she's she was afraid as we started packing that we were going to be going on vacation and she was going to be left with somebody else. So she was already stressing out. Then we moved her out here, and here we are. She's acclimating fairly well-ish. She's getting a little better at it. She's understanding, but she's stressing out. And the storm coming.
She's so tired she can barely keep her eyes open.
She's super tired and she's so worried about the storm. So guys, bear with us as we're learning how to live in this camper and deal with the new internet setup. We do have a great support group. Family members, our parents are very open to letting us coming out. My cousin and his wife have been super gracious, and so we have places we can go, but we don't like to inconvenience people. Camper life, that's where we're at now. As always, guys, we appreciate you coming by. Please hit that like button if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you are a subscriber, comment down below. We really love hearing from you. We go through the comments, we try to comment back, and we learn a lot from you. But otherwise, we'll see you next time, right?
Hopefully we'll be getting back to our land soon.
Yeah, we'll take you out there. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Even if the sky is falling down.